All right, so I wrote a letter to Doge and Elon Musk, and it's regarding 0-point energy is working. And then I've also sent it out and carbon copied all these people into it. Musk at Doge, his administrator Amy Gleason, Musk at Tesla, Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, who's the chairwoman for the Task Force on Declassification of Federal Secrets, James Comer, who's the chairman for the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform, the Honorable Pete Hegseth, who's the Secretary of the U.S. Department of Defense, the Pentagon, the Oversight Committee, Mr. Kash Patel, Director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the Honorable Michael Horowitz, U.S. Department of Justice, Office of the Inspector General. And so here is the letter that they received, and they're required to do something about it. Okay, okay, it's from Albert, Remoteviewer. Attention, Elon Musk, regarding 0-point energy is working. Dear Mr. Musk, 0-point energy is working. This means flying cars and free energy. This brings good back into the world and leaves a post-generational impact. In 1972, the Apollo 14 ESP experiment resulted in UAP contact. This caused Dr. Hal Puthoff SRI and IRVA to receive a textbook on 0-point energy, which the Aviary was successfully able to reverse engineer. It is working now and being suppressed by rogue elements in the United States government, namely Colonel John Alexander, the Pentagon, and Robert Bigelow. Anyway, I'll just read it straight through. In 2013, at Ryerson University, Colleen was UAP abducted to the Advanced Civilization the ZPE textbook is from, where she had her own flying car that runs on free energy. This is confirmed by numerous credible witnesses, including police, professors, reporters, and the Civilians Review into Mcarthur, the Epstein report. They then clam up and go into hiding in a cowardly way, censoring this information from the public. Further, I have predicted numerous events with name, date, and place, which was reported to the FBI, who just do nothing. In 1990, 9/11, false flag terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center and Paul Bernardo. Frank Stronach, Magna CEO, is witness. He's also friends with Bill Clinton and told Bill Clinton. 2006, Fukushima, BP oil spill, Torrey Stafford, and Russell Williams. Colonel John Alexander took a hard copy at IRVA 2006 in Las Vegas. All the speakers on stage are a witness. Major Paul Smith is the person most responsible and had these warnings. In 2013, the Bataclan Theater, Charlie Hebdo, Bastille Day, Pulse Nightclub, Incel Danforth Mcarthur. This is documented by Ryerson University professors, legacy media reporters, and the Toronto Police Services. The review into Mcarthur has a copy of the Bataclan Theater email that was sent to Toronto Police in 2013. They were frantically trying to destroy this evidence, and then Sandler from the Epstein report caught them red-handed trying to destroy all these warnings that were sent to the pig cowards at Toronto Police. That's Saunders, Demke, Raymer, the board, all 10,000 staff of Toronto Police, all 10,000 of them. And now the review, Sandler, Naz, Epstein. In 2019, the coronavirus, Ukraine Jet 752, Kobe Bryant, and Gabriel Wortman. And this is audio taped by the review into Mcarthur, the Epstein report. Lawyer Mark Sandler was the person most responsible who had these warnings long before anyone heard of the virus or there's any lockdown or any pandemic. Of course, nothing prevented. So here's page 1. Page 2. Further, quite a few women had an anomalous human experience where they manifested superpowers of the human biomind. Strong, psychic, gold, fly, shapeshift, and UAP incidents. These events are reproducible. SpaceX should look into how to go to the advanced civilization, not to Mars. And Tesla should look into producing flying cars that run on the zero-point energy. I strongly urge Doge to investigate my claims, place zero-point energy into the public domain, hold the past negligence accountable, including the treason for which there is the death penalty, and to take and act on new predictions which can save innocent lives. I look forward to working with you and finding a constructive resolution to this urgent and important matter. Thank you very much. Albert, Remoteviewer, Toronto. And there's page 2. And I've said this before, Alexander is one of the people who implemented and executed the 9/11 false flag terrorist attacks, and Puthoff and Ingo Swann knew about it, tried to warn about it, and Alexander quashed them down and stopped them from being a whistleblower. Puthoff and Valet are still alive and are witness to this, but they're gagged. They won't say anything. Ingo Swann and Edgar Mitchell are deceased. The closest you ever get to a deathbed confession from Swann was in 2006 at IRVA, where he said zero-point energy is working. Robert Bigelow has the textbook now, and they're hostile. They're the ones, they're suppressing it. It's working now, and they suppress it. And he knows about the Ryerson incidents. In 2006, Bigelow and Alexander were here in Toronto. They know about the Ryerson abduction. They know these 5 women. You could strength test Halen. You could psychic test Shauna. Maya went in and cashed in the gold coins. And then Ramona and Colleen are the 5. Ramona is the one who can fly. And Colleen is the one who had a flying car that runs on free energy. And I've sent this already to ARROW, the All Anomalies Resolution Office, to Senator Gillibrand, to Tim Burchett, to Luna, to Doge, to the Pentagon, to the CIA, to the NSA, to the FBI. It went out. The warning went out. The FBI has also had all of the warnings from 1990 onwards. They knew about 9/11. Stronach is a witness. They blew up the building. They let it happen. No one's ever been held accountable. And they squandered every event after that as well. It's in chronological order. Toronto police just soil their underwear, hide under their bed in a cowardly way. Then they have the nerve to actually go and put leaders and counterterrorism after their name. And they do absolutely nothing. They frantically scramble to destroy this evidence. And they're useless shit. Completely useless shit. I've said this to the mayor of Toronto, to the board, to the review, and all of them are like, oh boy, we sure don't know what to do about this. We're going to take our $5 million bribe payment and just pretend we're deaf, blind, and dumb, and that you didn't warn us of all these things. How do you like that if we lie in civilians' names? Sandler is a piece of shit. Judge Epstein is a piece of shit. Naz is a piece of shit. The police of Toronto are a piece of shit. Send the FBI, cross-examine Ryerson, put all my witnesses in a room, and let them talk. We can have flying cars that run on free energy right now.